A 25-year-old man, was B's, a 23-year-old woman's neighbor. So A and B are neighbor. The man fell in love with the woman and wanted to ask her to enter into a relationship with him. He sent her a number of text messages proclaiming his love for her. She did not respond to his overtures. So he made a number of attempts to contact her. She did not respond. On November 18, 2013, A went to B's house. The man went to the woman's house and told her that he was in love with her, wanted to marry her. So this is for the first time that they had a physical conversation. She told him that she was not interested and asked him to leave. So this is a clear rejection of the overture made by the man. A believed that B was only playing hard to get, and if he persisted, she would change her mind. So he had a bona fide belief that she is likely to change her mind, and so he made another attempt. On November 25, a week later, when B was returning home from her workplace, A met her again and proclaimed his love for her. She again told him that she was not interested and threatened to complain to the police. Now this was a clear rejection of the offer made by him, and she even threatened to complain to the police. So it must not have left him in any doubt as to where his offer stood. In spite of this, a week later, when B was leaving for work, she noticed that A was waiting outside her house with a bouquet of flowers, and he tried to give her the flowers. One more attempt. B ignored him once again and went to the police station to complain about A's acts. So yes, it's a clear case of stalking. It's a clear case of stalking. This is a new offense created in 2013 after the Nirvaya gang rape and murder case. The involved section is section 354D. So the correct option is option B, section 354D, the offense of stalking. This is what 354D says. Any man who follows and contacts a woman. In this case, the man is repeatedly contacting the woman. And the purpose of contacting the woman is to foster personal interaction repeatedly, despite clear indication of disinterest by her. In this case, there is a clear indication of disinterest by her several times, and despite this, he is repeatedly contacting the woman to foster personal interaction. This is clearly the offense of stalking. There is an exception, of course, to this offense, and there are three exceptions. Such a conduct shall not amount to stalking if the doer proves that it was pursued for preventing or detecting a crime and he had been entrusted with such task. So a crime enforcement agency can be covered here. If the doer proves that it was pursued under any law. And the third exception is where the conduct was reasonable and justified. Now any ordinary shooter can take recourse to this excuse as long as his conduct is reasonable and justified. So the first attempt is okay. Even the second attempt could be justified by saying that he thought that if he persisted, she might agree. So maybe one more attempt can be excused. That is why you will notice that in the factual matrix, several attempts have been shown so that the reasonableness and justification goes off. If the complaint is made on the very first conduct, then he can take recourse to this third exception that his conduct was reasonable and justified. He had a right to at least approach her once, but where there were several attempts and rejections were also for more than once, then reasonableness and justification goes off and the offense of stalking will be established.